Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today this will be and I'm answering some of your questions video. I've never done that before, but if you want to see more of that or you want to have your questions answered, feel free to drop them in the comment section below or via email to my email address, which is down in the description of every video. So about a month ago, my mate Dave, hey Dave, how are you doing? Sent me some questions to my way from home to work at Munich airport video. And yeah, I said right away, okay, this is too much to answer it in the comments. So I will make a video on that, what I'm doing today. So Dave asked, here we start. Do you travel to work exclusively on the S-Bahn? Do you own a car? What type of ticket do you purchase for your local S-Bahn travel, daily, monthly or other? How much are these tickets? And he also said, go Stars. That's why the Stars jersey is coming in. So, do you travel to work exclusively on the S-Bahn? I would say about 95% of the time this is true. There are some days when a coworker of mine who lives in the area and if we finish at the same time, sometimes I ask him for a ride to go back home. But normally my travels are always on the S-Bahn. Sometimes I use a bus. Like about a week ago I went to Erding to see a friend of mine, and from there I went with a bus to the airport. Or sometimes I also go via the regional train to Freising and then take the regional train to the airport. But yeah, as mentioned, about 95% of the time I use the S-Bahn, and in case I do not ask a coworker to take me with his car, I always use public transport. Because, no, I do not have a car. I moved to Munich, it was 2016. I had a car because I used to live in a village about 70 kilometers outside of Munich. So 70 km, that's about 45 miles. So that's quite a distance, and going to the airport with public transport from there was impossible. So I had to have a car, and after living in Munich for 1 year and finding out that I use my car not because of I need it, but I move it every 3 weeks or something like that, just in order to move the car, I decided, okay, I don't need that anymore, I will sell it. Because having a car in Germany, yeah, if you have the taxes, insurance, fuel, tires, repairs, whatever comes to that, it sums, depending on how much you drive, between 400 and 500 euros a month, approximately. And this is quite a lot of money. Comparing to the costs of the public transport, which I will come to next, this is really expensive, so I decided, okay, I will not spend these 400, maybe 500 euros a month to have a car that I move every 3 weeks, just in order to move it and not because of I need it. In the meantime, there are so much car sharing offers which are not expensive. Okay, it's more expensive than having a car on this occasion, but altogether it's way cheaper to spend maybe 40 euros a day for a car than spending 400 euros every month. And this is a lot of more money than I can spend on a public transport. I will come to that now on an example, going from here, from Munich City to the airport. So, a regular one-way trip from the city to the airport is now 13 euros, which is, yeah, pretty expensive. But if you take a day ticket, so you can go from Munich to the airport, you can go back, you can go somewhere else, or drive a ride through the city the whole day, this is then 14 euros and 80 cents. Which is just €1.80 more than a one-way trip from the airport to the city. Of course, there's a week ticket, which is about 70 euros, which is also, again, cheaper than buying 7-day tickets, or even cheaper than buying 6-day tickets. Yeah, the value gets better. And then, of course, there's these monthly and yearly tickets. I used to have a ticket that was valid for the full year. This did cost me, if I would buy this ticket now, it would cost me 850 euros for a full year, going from Munich to the airport, but with a restriction that this ticket was not valid between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., so during the rush hour, on weekdays. It was valid all day around on weekends or on public holidays, but during the rush hour on a normal workday, weekday, this was not valid from 6 to 9 o'clock. If you wanted to have this time frame, these 3 hours every day included, so a ticket that's valid for 1 year, 24 hours every day, the price of this would be 2,034 euros. Yeah, yuck. This is more than double if you exclude these 3 hours on a workday. And I calculated that because I'm working at the airport, I'm working shifts. I'm working a lot of late shifts, not that many early shifts. It was for me cheaper to buy the ticket that excluded these 3 hours than to buy the full ticket, because I did not travel in this times quite a lot. Now everything has changed again, because in the year of 2022, when all these prices were exploding because of this stupid war in Russia and the Ukraine, the German government decided to sponsor traveling. So they gave a discount on fuel, and they also gave a discount on public transport. So they introduced the so-called 9 euro ticket, which was valid for 3 months. So you could travel all public transport in Germany, so excluding long-distance trains and overnight trains, but everything else for 9 euros a month. And when this ticket expired, there was a lot of talk. Hey, we want this back. Can't you bring this back? Maybe not for 9 euros, maybe for a little more. It took them about 3/4 of a year, so 9 months, to figure out a solution for that this popular ticket could return, and they returned it starting in May. Now it's 49 euros a month to travel all public transport in Germany, excluding long distance and overnight trains. So no IC trains, no ICE trains, no Eurocity trains, but everything else, every regional train, every bus, every public transport, S-Bahn, U-Bahn, you name it. Even the Lufthansa airport bus that's going from Munich airport here to the city, even that is included. And this, for 49 euros a month, this is pretty good value. The extra cost that this ticket, of course, causes, if you compare that, you have a ticket only for the Munich area, which is valid 24/7. It's more than 2,000 euros. Now you have it for 49 euros a month, which sums to 588 euros. This is quite a difference. The difference in money is paid for by the government of Germany and by the government of the states. So they're splitting these costs. Half is covered by the federal government, and the other half is covered by the regional government, so by the states. I think this is a pretty good thing. It saves me some money compared to the ticket I had was 850. Now I'm paying under 600, and I do not have the exclusion of these 3 hours a day. This is, for me, very, very good value. And we will keep using this ticket. We will go to Würzburg on our next holiday trip. It will be on Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to that. On the way there, we are going by the ICE train, so we paid an extra ticket. But once we arrive in Würzburg, we plan to make some excursions to the surrounding towns and villages. We will use our 49 euro ticket, which I have here in Munich, to go from the city to the airport to work. I can use it for an excursion from Würzburg to maybe Kitzingen, Bad Kissingen, Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Tauberbischofsheim, anything like that. You name the place, I can go there with this ticket. And this is really a good thing. So I hope this answered all of Dave's questions. As mentioned, if you have some questions regarding Munich Airport, regarding public transport, regarding hockey jerseys, anything, drop them in the comments below or write me an email. My address is in the description of every video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and see you soon back in Munich. Have a good time. Goodbye.